good. Flew around a little bit yesterday because the battery was getting a little tired. Hadn't flown it much and been playing with a lot of the lights and everything on the plane, making sure that was all good. And so that seemed to have fixed it. We're not getting the low battery beep anymore. How are you? So we're going to go ahead, get this closed and locked. Don't have all the cameras on the plane today, but that's okay. We'll give her a couple of squirts. It's about a third of one. That's a good one there. And since we flew yesterday, it should be okay. Everything's off to start. Avionics Master's off. Clear! And up she came. Avionics Master is headset is on, and we ought to be okay with audio. We hope. Let's see. Should be. Go ahead and get our noise canceling turned on. It's always so nice when that pops on. Get the Stratus turned on. Get the flaps up here. And up they are. I've unsquelched the audio on the other headset, so at least maybe we can get some engine plane noise. All the lights on, pitot static heat off. And let's go ahead and get weather.
Van 10. Sky condition broken at 5,000. Broken at 6,000. Temperature 19 Celsius. Dew point 12 Celsius.
Tracy, traffic, red and white to cap.
302. 8 inches of mercury.
3082. So go ahead and
Municipal Airport. Automated weather.
dial that in to
50 Zulu. Wind 130 at 3 knots. Visibility.
listen to this one more time.
10. Sky condition.
One more time.
At 5,000. Broken at 6,000. Temperature 19 Celsius. Dew point 12 Celsius. Altimeter 302. 8 inches of mercury.
3028, not 82.
Tracy Municipal Airport.
Traffic at 2 and 3
Automated weather observation. 225 Zulu.
Boink.
Wind 130.
Cleared ILS 2
Okay.
right approach to Kilo November. Negative, we'll come back for more practice approaches. Contact tower, 6 Kilo November.
Go ahead and get Bluetooth connected.
Sunrise heading 110744 is Juliet Alpha.
Waiting for Bluetooth. And we got about a 110 heading on the DG. Leave that for 30, the runway we're going to be on, and everything's starting to warm up nicely. And we'll go through the checklist. And once we do, then I will turn that camera so that it is facing out the front. So parking brakes are set. We got our feet on it. Cabin doors, windows closed and locked. Flight control. So we pull on it, push, pull, push, pull. We can look at the horizontal stabilizer and see that it's going up and down. And then the ailerons, if we go this way, it puts that wing aileron up so that the wing would go down, and that is correct. And that one is the same way. And so everything feels good. There is no binding. And then we check the rudder, make sure that that is moving back and forth freely, and we're all good. Elevator trim is set for takeoff here on the trim wheel. Flight instruments. So we got this little guy on the horizon. Our compass and our DG are lined up. We got the right altimeter setting. Everything else looks good. Mixture is going to rich, and we run fuel selector on both, so we double check that. And then we run the throttle up to 1700 to do a mag check. Firmly holding onto the brakes so that we don't do a launch. And we check left mag. Now we go to right mag. Just a little bit of drop on those. We check the carb heat. A little bit of drop on carb heat, so no irregularities there. Amp meter is good. We've got a little bit of charging going on. Suction gauge, we've got a little bit over 5 inches. And throttle is back down to 1,000 RPMs. Radios and everything are set. So we've got COM 1 on the local traffic. COM 2 is set for local ATC, NorCal. All of our lights and beacons and everything are on. Friction lock is good. We'll adjust that as we get going, and we're going to be putting the transponder on altitude. Parking brake released. So we flew about an hour yesterday, so we've got about an hour on the tanks. And we'll go ahead and turn this camera a little bit if we can to get out the front window a little bit, as well as maybe me. Turn the squelch up a little bit. Check, 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 check. The other one all the way off so that this microphone pick up a little airplane noise. You know, in the videos, everything is just always so quiet between you talking or an ATC call or something. And then you got to put music in to have it kind of make sense. And when there's a little bit of airplane noise in the background, plus we can filter some of that out if we need to, some of the EQ settings. But kind of adds a little bit of
Trace traffic.
life to the video.
1 Foxtrot, taking around 130 for left cross traffic. Trace.
Double check the altimeter. It is about 65 degrees today, sun's out in Northern California after rainy weather. Next week looks to be kind of nice, sunny, but we'll kind of see how that goes. And we'll zoom out here, clear our flight plan. get rid of that, and then we can kind of see the traffic around us. And today we're just going to do a soft field takeoff. So what we're going to do is put in 10 degrees worth of flaps. Trace traffic, SS91 Mike is taking active 30 and staying in the pattern. 30, Tracy traffic. So we got 10 degrees of flaps out. Line up with center line here. And we'll do a simulated soft field so that we go ahead and give it a full run up here.
Traffic, Cherokee, flying Foxtrot, left, downwind for runway.
And off the brakes, and we pull back on the nose. Gather some speed. Trim the nose down. Up come the flaps. That was nice. Trace traffic, SS91 Mike is off the departure end of 30, climbing through 400, staying in the pattern, Tracy traffic. Trace traffic, SS91 Mike is in the left crosswind off the 30, Tracy. This is always one that kind of is in your mind, but you hope you never have to do it, but you're always kind of looking for a place that if what would happen, worst case scenario, if you lost an engine. So around this airport, we have got a lot of opportunities. There are some canals, some roads along the levee. We've got a lot of fields, so we've got some good options, not a whole lot of trees or obstruction. So, and we got the interstate out here as well.
Short final, Trace traffic, Cherokee, 41 Foxtrot, runway 306.
Got fuzz in my mouth. Tracy traffic, Cessna 91 Mike, some midfield in the downwind, Tracy traffic. And we got that traffic that is on final in sight. So we're going to go ahead and slow her down here. And we'll do a soft field landing. Carb heat comes on. Pull back a little bit more on the power. Down to about 1600 RPM.
Upwind, left close traffic for runway 30, Tracy.
So we're slowing down, we're in the wide arc, down to 100 RPM, and we'll put in 10 degrees of flap. And trim. Trace traffic, SS91 Mike is left base 30 Tracy. As we turn, start losing a little bit of lift, so we're going to kick her back up right at 1500 RPM. And just watch her turn until we roll out on 30 here, so that simulates the final that we'll be on. We're 600 feet, so we're about 400 feet AGL right now. $80 miles an hour. Tracy traffic, says 91 Mike is final 30 Tracy.
Tracy traffic, Cherokee, flying Foxtrot, left downwind for runway 30. We'll behind the landing traffic right now, 1 Foxtrot.
So we got a mile final. So we're going to go ahead now and nail in 20 degrees worth of flaps. Keep the power where it is. Got about a 300 to 400 foot a minute descent rate going. We're lined up with the runway. 1500 RPM. We're not going to add any more flaps in until we get over these power wires. And now we'll go ahead and pull the power a little bit since we've got that done and made. Go to 30 degrees worth of flaps. And we'll just kind of pull the power. And now we'll go to 40 degrees worth of flaps, which are the speed brakes in this plane.
1 Foxtrot right base to final runway 30 behind the landing traffic. Right base, sorry. 1 Foxtrot. We mean left base, 41 Foxtrot, runway 30, chasing.
Now we just hold the nose up, hold the nose up, hold the nose up, hold the nose up, hold the nose up. And then gradually do a little bit of braking, holding the nose up. Dump that, flaps up. Tracy traffic says 91 Mike is clear, 30 Tracy. And we're going to go ahead and taxi back. Haven't done that procedure in quite some time. My annual is coming up in 1 more year, but I'm going to be working on my instrument rating before we do that. So, but that is all contingent on the timing of getting the radio stack redone. The 530 is in, the 430 that I purchased on eBay is in, so now I've just got to find a avionics shop that will be able to do it. I may have to buy a new transponder to work with that to give me the traffic function on the Garmin units. We're going to get a new audio panel, 2 new CDIs, and may end up doing something with some G5s here and here. But they're not stacked on each other, so I can't use the, I think it's the Avidyne unit. So, bummer, but it'll all work out. Okay, flaps are up. Get a little bit of air in here.
Tracy, 1 Foxtrot left downwind, runway 30, Tracy.
Tracy traffic, access 91 Mike is taking active 30, staying in the pattern, Tracy. And for this one, we're going to do a short field takeoff. To climb over a 50-foot obstacle.
Phone Foxtrot making a right 360 on the downwind, Tracy.
So brakes on, full power, and get her going. Trim, get the speed up, and up we go. And 1,000 foot a minute climb. Easy to do with 1 person in it. Tracy traffic, access 91 Mike is left crosswind off of 30, Tracy.
Tracy traffic, 1 Foxtrot, the runway 30 will be short approach, runway 30, Tracy.
Lots of noise. Tracy traffic, access 91 Mike's going into the downwind, left traffic 30, Tracy.
1 Foxtrot right base. Left base, 1 Foxtrot.
Trace traffic, says 91 Mike's, midfield in the downwind, 30 Tracy.
Tango Mike's on the 4.
And we'll just start slowing her down here. Carb heat. Bit of trim up. Terrain ahead. That is correct. Trace traffic, SS91 Mike is left base, 30 Tracy. So we'll slow her down some more.
Tracy
Bit more
traffic,
trim.
Foxtrot, now upwind. For left close traffic, runway 30, Tracy.
So now we'll go ahead and give her 10 degrees, flaps. Speed looks good, altitude is good. Trace traffic, says 91 Mike, final, 30 Tracy, full stop with taxi pack.
Cross traffic, Skylane, Tango Mike, turning downwind, 1.
Bring the RPM up to 1500 and roll out here on final. Do a little bit of trim. Give us another 10 degrees of flaps, go to 20. Pull a little bit of power. This is one of those days that I probably should have had all the cameras on, but control our sync here, add in a little bit of power, and go to 30 degrees worth of flaps.
Tracy traffic, 1 Foxtrot, left downwind, runway 30, 1. Tracy.
And we got the runway made, and we'll just do full flaps now. And pull the power. And get into ground effect here. Trace traffic, 91 Mike's, clearly active, 30.
Tracy traffic, 1 Foxtrot, left base, 301 Foxtrot.
Check our DG and our turn coordinator to make sure that they're good.
Control final, 1 Foxtrot, 301.
Tracy traffic, Skyhawk 7380 Tango, transitioning over the field to the west at 2000, Tracy.
Tracy traffic, Cessna Flight 2275, approximately 11 miles out, 3,000 feet, straight into runway 26 on the GPS runway 26, Tracy traffic.
Trace traffic, 41 Foxtrot, upwind, left close traffic, runway 30, Tracy.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn this now. Get that out the front. There we go. Tracy traffic, S91 Mike is taking active 30, staying in the pattern for Tracy. Mixture rich, carb heat in, flaps are up. Make sure our DG is lined up again once we get on 30. Off just a wee, and here we go. Trim is set for takeoff.
Tracy traffic, flying Foxtrot left downwind, runway 30. Tracy.
40, 65, lifting, pulling, and up we go. And we got some birds. Tracy traffic, S91 Mike's upwind off of 30, staying in the pattern, Tracy.
Tracy traffic, flying Foxtrot,
Tracy traffic, S91 Mike's into the left crosswind off of 30, Tracy, staying in the pattern. Tracy traffic, S91 Mike's going into the downwind. Left close traffic, Tracy.
Tracy traffic.
Tracy traffic, S91 Mike is midfield in the downwind for left close traffic, 30, Tracy. And we'll just start slowing her down here. A little bit of trim, slow her down some more. Little bit of trim.
Cessna 52275, approximately 6 miles straight in, final runway 26 on the GPS, runway 26. This will be a low approach to go around for 275, Tracy traffic.
And we're wide arc, so 10 degrees of flaps. Tracy traffic, Cherokee flying Foxtrot
Kirby.
downwind for runway 30.
Tracy traffic, S91 Mike is left base, 30 Tracy. And we roll out on a 30 or a 30 heading. Tracy traffic, S91 Mike's final 30, Tracy full stop. Come on, stupid bird. Jeez. That would hurt. Alright, we're going 30 degrees worth of flaps because we are high and pulling the power back. In fact, we've got runway made, so we're going 40 degrees, speed brakes.
Trace traffic,
Watching our speed.
Making a right 360 for short approach practice. Anyone else in traffic, please advise?
Controlling our sync rate, a little bit more
Tracy
power.
traffic, Cessna 52275, short final runway 26. We'll be doing a low approach to go around 275, Tracy traffic.
Roger, we're making a right 360 off the downwind of beam.
Pull the throttle, ground effect,
Traffic, Tracy.
a little bit of float, and we're good. There we are, chirp, 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 chirp. Flaps coming up. Pull, 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 and brake, brake, brake. Tracy traffic, says 91 mics, clearing 30, Tracy with the taxi back.
Tracy traffic, 41 Foxtrot, beam 30, short approach, runway 30, Tracy, 41 Foxtrot.
Check our DG again. Should be on 1-2, and our compass is all good. Everything looks good as far as pressures, temperatures. I can stay center lined of the taxiway instead of looking at other things. Focus, focus, focus. We'll end up doing one more and calling it a day, probably, eh?
Traffic, 275 over the field at 1,200 and departing the area to the east, Tracy traffic.
Tracy traffic, Cherokee flowing Foxtrot, upwind, runway 30, left close to traffic, flowing Foxtrot.
Tracy traffic, says 91 mics, taking active 30, left close traffic, Tracy.
Tracy traffic, Cessna 5275, 2000, departing the area to the east, approximately 4 miles on the airport. Tracy traffic, last call.
Everything's looking good. DG's lined up. Power's coming up. RPM is coming up. Friction lock is locked. We've got 60. We've got pull, pull, pull.
Flowing Foxtrot.
Little bit of right rudder. Little trim. Climbing 500 feet a minute. 600 feet a minute, 700 feet a minute, holding runway heading. We're 500 feet, so we're going to go ahead and turn. Tracy traffic, SS91 Mike is going into the left crosswind off the 30, Tracy. And we'll roll out here on a 1-2 heading and pull some power back. Because we're staying in the pattern and not going climbing like a bat out of hell. Tracy traffic, says 91 Mike is into the downwind for left close traffic, 30 Tracy. Pull a little bit more power back now. And we'll roll out on a 1-2 heading. The other one had to have been a 30 heading. Tracy traffic, S91 Mike, subbeam the field, 30 in the downwind. Tracy.
Tracy traffic, going Foxtrot left, crosswind, number 306.
Pull this back, he just went crosswind, and we're gonna go base. Slow us down. Tracy traffic, S91 Mike is turning left base, 30 Tracy.
West over traffic, Skyhawk 448 Alpha Foxtrot, overflying the runway, gonna make for...
And this time, we're gonna do a slip to land.
Runway 19, west over traffic. Tracy traffic, going Foxtrot left, downwind for runway 30,
Tracy traffic, S91 Mike is turning final for 30 Tracy, full stop. So no flaps for this. Watch our speed and our descent rate and our power.
South traffic, down for landing.
Tracy traffic, going Foxtrot number 2, follow Skyhawk, short corner runway 30.
Little fast. Tracy traffic, S91 Mike is clearing 30. Probably should add a little bit more altitude to have done that right. Calm wind today, and so scattered clouds. Let's go ahead and rotate this thing back around if we can. Get my bat hand by here.
West over
So,
traffic, Skyhawk 448 Alpha Foxtrot, left downwind.
To turn that off. So, that was about an hour of just kind of playing in the pattern, doing multiple landings, takeoffs, just perfecting the skills. And what we learned is going over some of the basics. Flying the plane, just making sure it's all staying lubricated and batteries charged.
Entering a left downwind for left 30, Tracy.
Tracy traffic, Cessna 91 Mike is crossing over 3012 to the south hangars, Tracy.
Tracy traffic, Boeing Foxtrot, left crosswind of runway 30, left close traffic, Boeing Foxtrot 30. West over traffic, Skyhawk 448 Alpha Foxtrot, left base 19, touch and go, departing to the south.
West traffic, Cessna 91 Mike is clear, 3012. And so there we have it. Another Saturday.
60745, entering the left downwind for 30, Tracy.
Kind of bright in the face here. We'll get the... Oh, much better.
Over traffic, Cessna 12 Joy, turning left downwind 19 west over.
So we'll get the plane back in the hangar and all secured. And hopefully video will have come out okay. I hate doing things with just one camera, but that's all I had down here. Thinking I was going to go flying. And then the weather was so nice that I was just like, yeah, heck with it, I'm going. So this is what we get. Go ahead and get the plane lined up here. Watching the wing. Kick in the left rudder and a little bit of throttle so we line up with the fire extinguisher. And we did, and that's it.
Ta-da! Another successful trip. As soon as the weather kind of gets nice, I'm going to schedule a flight over to Monterey Airport on the coast. So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. We'll have more videos soon.